When buying a car, especially with your first car or a car that you've wanted for so long, some people are actually too excited to see the red flags, and sometimes those red flags are just in your face. In this video, I'm going to mention about how I had a client who lost 1 million Kenya shillings because of such a thing, such an excitement. But before I do that, my name is Mark and this is Daily Motoring, and I'd appreciate if you subscribed to the channel. Now I am trying to be more consistent. I've been silent for the last 2 years or so. Now I'm trying to be more consistent and bring more videos, not only regarding car reviews, but regarding also other topics concerning cars. So before I continue, I'd appreciate that subscription. Let's get to 1,000 followers as soon as possible. Sasa endo subscribe hapo chini. Click that subscription na kabel na hiyo bell icon pia, so that you get notified whenever I upload. Hi, thank you. So the year is 2023, which is last year. Around mid of the year, June, thereabouts, June, July. This client texted me on my WhatsApp. It was on a Saturday morning. He had contacted me before, and he wanted an Audi A3 2012 model that I was selling. Now this Audi A3 was repossessed. And the thing about repossessed cars, some of them, if not all, they do not change the ownership from whoever has been repossessed to the auction yard. They don't, ama the credit facility. Uenda baki na jina mwenye alichotwa. Then when now the new owner buys the car, a forced transfer is done to the new owner now. Aya. So this client had texted me the first time inquiring about the car. I told them it's available. We scheduled for when he'll come to view it. But on the day that he was to come, he didn't show up on time. He didn't pick calls, and he came to call after we had already left the yard. So along that, I think, around that time, he sent his lawyer under the guise of another client. So the lawyer came disguised as a separate client. The lawyer came, actually viewed the car, and I think went and told my client the condition of the car. So, if I'm not wrong, when I posted the car, I had hidden part of the number plate. I mean, we do that because some of you, you think you're so clever, you go ahead and do a search, get the owner's contacts, and now you want to cut us off. So it ends up being just futile work. And also, for privacy sake, si vizuri tena mtu amechotwa gari and then you're seeing it all over being sold as a repossessed unit.
Sio mzuri baba.
So now, fast forward, my client has texted me back. This is months later. I can't recall exactly how long, but I'm thinking by approximation around 3 months later. 2 or 3 months later. This client texts me now on WhatsApp on this Saturday morning. Asks if the car is still available. I tell him no, it was sold to someone else, and blah blah blah. Oh wait, so now after the car was repossessed from that initial owner, the manager of the yard actually liked the car, and afterwards he came and bought it and now sold it under his ownership. So now my client goes ahead and tells me how he has lost 1 million Kenya shillings to a transaction involving the same car. So what happened was, within these 2-3 months that he was quiet, I don't know who advised him or who showed him that, but alionyeshwa how to go around, sisi tunaitangwa brokers kwa ground na watu wana tunakulanga rahisi. So he was actually alichanuliwa how to go around broker and deal with the owner straight. Did a search, the owner's name and contacts was revealed, and now they decided to deal with whoever's with that person straight. Now remember, I've told you that once they repossess a car, they do not change the ownership immediately until it is bought by another owner. Now this manager did not change the ownership to his name because he was also selling the car. So he also opted to wait for someone to buy the car, then just do the transfer to just mara moja instead of doing a transfer then doing it again. So now the name that appears after doing the search is the person who has lost the car. So now my client thinks that now he has taken me out of the picture. Now he's going to save at least 30,000. And they go ahead and do the transaction with this person who has lost the car. So someone has lost the car, and now you've taken 1 million bob to them. Why wouldn't they take it? So this person took the 1 million bob and disappeared. My client now came back after they tried looking for this person and they didn't find him. So he thought that I had a way of tracking him down. But unfortunately, I couldn't even point him even if he was standing next to me, because I didn't even know him. So now he came, and he came guns blazing. Actually, he didn't come politely. He was talking as someone who is so sure that I colluded with that person to steal his money or to con him of his money. And we had we had a discussion. He was just accusing me, and I was trying to tell him, no, I'm not involved. This is how it went. But long story short, this person just realized that he gave 1 million to the wrong person because the car was no longer his. And clearly I told him there was a process to be followed, which wasn't actually long. And if he felt like my commission was too much, or if the price of the car was too much, there was room for negotiation. But anyway, whatever has happened has happened. And I don't even know how the case went. I don't even know if they found the person. I don't even know if he recovered his money. I just didn't want to know, since he had already taken me out of the picture. So there's no need of coming back when now, when Nini has hit the fan. So this particular transaction actually had two very clear and big red flags that were on his face, but you couldn't see it. Oh wait, and mind you, this guy said that when the transaction was done, he actually left someone to handle the transaction because he was out of the country. Yeah, so okay, long short, as per the last time I was talking to him, which was last year, he had lost 1 million bob. So there were two big red flags that he didn't see. One, when he did the search, the name of the owner came up against the name of a credit facility or a lending institution. And normally, if you do a search and the name appears as someone or an entity against a credit facility or a bank, that means that that car has been used as security. In short, your gari kona deni. So he didn't see that, or maybe he didn't know that, and he wasn't advised of that. Number two, the whole time he was dealing with the owner, there was nowhere he was shown the car. Hakuna mahali walienda akaambiwa this is the car. Alikuwa anaambiwa tu iko mahali being fixed. Once it's done, I'll bring it to where you want it to be brought to. The whole time my client didn't even think of wanting to see the car in whichever state it was in. He didn't even think of that. I'm guessing he was excited to get a clean car, of which I get it. I also get excited when I'm buying new things. But I'm trying to practice not letting that excitement cloud me to a point I can't even see the red flags. So this is just one case, and it has happened to quite a number of people, a lot of people, because I've been selling cars this is my 4th year. And even when I started, within my first year, we had cases of people losing money to other people because of small things that you could have seen, but you're running towards them, because it's too good of a deal. You're thinking you're saving money, but at the end of the day, you're losing it all. Yeah, so when before you buy that car, whether it's your first car or whether it's that car that you've always wanted to buy, be careful. Think before you act. Stop and think. Analyze the situation as it is. You know, try and get as much honesty from that as possible. Because now, no, I was feeling for the client. Part of me was feeling for the client, but part of me just had to let that story go because of the approach that the client used. Because he came and was accusing me of stealing his money, and now he even wanted me to be involved in the case. And he wanted to add me into that case and incriminate me. So I just had to, you know, after clearing myself, I just stepped aside, and I didn't even inquire if he got his money. Yeah, so before you buy that car, stop being too excited. Analyze things as they are. You know, accept things as they are. You might not get that car, but there are other options. You'd rather miss out on that car than lose everything, lose the car and the money. You know, like my client in this case. Yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you take a lesson from that. And hopefully I see you on the next video because you have subscribed and turned the notifications on. So until next time, bye, stay safe, be vigilant.